My father was born in Hong Kong, and he started to lodge with other children since he was only 2 years old, because his parents were focusing on their own respective family problems, so nobody had time to take care of him, and that's the beginning of his earliest memories. In the 1980s, there were many so-called boarding homes, which were like a worse version of boarding schools in Hong Kong. As the law wasn't very strict at that time, many people who own a flat would provide a place for the children whose parents were not available to take care of them. Yet, the living condition of the boarding school where my father used to live in was quite bad. The flat was small, and around 25 children aged from 2 to 10 were packed there. Also, there was only one sleeping room, one living room, one bathroom, and one kitchen. And the sleeping room was only for the host. So unfortunately, all the kids could only sleep in the living room where 12 bunk bags were placed. And they would sleep together or even sleep on the tables, as there were not enough beds for everyone. Apart from going to school, most of the time they needed to stay at the flat, but luckily, my father used to have a chance to go out once a week because his biological mother would pick him up and they would go to Yum Cha. For the rest of the days, he would be bored, and he used to play hide and seek, table tennis, or shoot rubber bands with other kids at night when the host was sleeping. It's not a pleasant childhood, and one day, when my father was 7 years old, he was extremely homesick. So he climbed out of the window in the bathroom in the middle of the night and went to find his mother. When he had finally found her, she took him to the boarding home immediately, and he was totally heartbroken, but he could do nothing but follow her. Then, when he was 9 years old, he went home and lived with his stepmother. He used to do housework every day so he could get some pocket money. However, he would bully others and fight with classmates at school. So he was sent to a boarding school again when he was 13 years old, as he was too naughty. After a year, he played truant and started his own new life. Later, he met my mother and they got married. It was a tough time, but maybe he wouldn't have met my mother without undergoing all these things.